Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. Now today's I'm going to tell you how you can instantly improve your cue action and start to cue straighter. We see lots of players where they've got habits and the cue isn't coming in a straight line, they're doing steering and they're not keeping still on the shot. If you listen to the advice in this video, you will see very quick results and improve your cue action and start cueing better. Now I would say that most players don't have too much trouble if the shot is just a basic shot. So if I've just got a blue to the middle, everything's in a nice straight line and it just encourages us to cue properly. Now on this red, the difference is that I need to pop the red and move the white over to the left and get onto the black. And this is where you will see players start to steer the cue slightly, they won't deliver in a straight line. And this is where a change in mindset is going to help you pop that ball much more consistently. Now this is where a change in mindset is needed for a player. Now bear with me because this does sound a bit silly at first, but what I'm doing as a player is I'm not bothered about potting this ball. People care way too much about potting the ball and it causes anxiety. So when you watch players get down to play a shot like this, they're really bothered about the outcome of the shot. They care whether the red goes in and they care whether the black goes in, and they're all a bit anxious to see the outcome of the shot, and that's not what I'm worried about as a player. I don't care about potting the ball. That will happen as a byproduct if I execute my technique right. So how do we achieve this not caring about the pot once I'm down? And it all starts with a very good pre-shot routine. So this is the point here where I'm deciding exactly what I want to happen with the shot. So I now need to pop the red into that corner, and I'd love to bring the white down here onto the black. Now how do I do that? I'm going to use a stun shot. I know it will take its 90-degree stun line if I play stun on the white, and then I need about medium power. That should leave a nice angle on the black. Then when I walk into the shot, now all that is decided, I'm going to feel for it and I'm doing my detailed aiming checks here. So I'm not saying when you get down that you're not checking that everything looks good and you've got to line it all up perfectly so you're ready to fire. But at the moment I'm actually hitting it, no amount of steering or nervousness or moving your foot out to the side is going to help the pot. So I get my good pre-shot routine. Everything's decided here. I'm looking at the angle. I know where I need to strike the white. It's about a medium power shot. Then I walk into it. I double check that everything feels absolutely perfect. And then I keep very, very still and just execute my technique. And as long as I do that, the pot has got every chance of going in as a byproduct. But my biggest goal at the time that I hit was just on keeping still and pushing the cue forward. This is where rehearsing the shot is also very, very important. So whenever I play any shot at snooker, before I've played that shot, you'll see a player standing up and they're visualising in their mind what they want to happen. So I'm going to take the green here and I want the white to come off the cushion down towards these two reds. So as I'm standing behind it, you might sometimes see a player having a look. They might turn their head and visualise where they want the cue ball to land. And that is very good for getting your mind comfortable with the shot that you're about to play. Again here, I've visualised that. I'm going to do it with stun, touch of right hand side off the cushion, and then it means by the time I actually get down to this shot, I've already visualised it, I know what I want to happen, I can just keep still, execute my technique, and the cue ball should come off the cushion and down towards those two reds. So rehearsing and visualisation, very, very important for settling the mind before you play shots. This is also why you'll see players like Mark Williams that will actually play some shots with his eyes closed. He's done this at the World Championships. And that's because once all the preparation is done, once he's confirmed his aiming looks good, there's nothing left to do other than deliver the cue straight. So if I've got a long straight blue, I'm aiming the shot here. I'm going into the shot, double checking that, yeah, everything feels good. And once I'm happy, I can close my eyes, pull the cue back, and just execute a good technique. So that's why the preparation is very, very important. There's nothing you can do once you've done the aiming other than push that cue forward in a straight line and the ball will go in as a byproduct. Another very useful tip here is to just accept that some shots are very, very difficult and you're never going to pot all of them. And what that does is it relaxes the mind. It almost gives you a get out of jail free card to just say, okay, all I can do is keep still, get a good strike on it, and the shot has got a good chance of working. So obviously this one, if I was to miss it, I'm leaving my opponent in. All I can do is get a good strike at the top of the white, do my aiming checks, keep very, very still, make sure the technique is perfect, and hopefully the ball goes in. But even if I don't get that pot there, I'm happy as long as I keep very, very still, and get a good strike on it. That's all that I can control. So hopefully that was useful, everybody. There's no amount of leg flicking or steering or twitching of the arm that can help the ball go in. Next time you play, if you can change your priority to, once I've done my aiming, once I've decided what I'm doing, all I'm concentrating on is keeping still and executing my technique, I guarantee that you'll see better results and you'll pop more snooker balls. So as always, everybody, I really hope you found this video useful. Like, comment, subscribe, all the usual stuff. For anyone that's interested in any personal one-to-one coaching sessions, I'm working on this very table all the time, helping players to improve their game. All my details are in the description box below, so if you have a look there, contact me and I'd love to help you with your game. As always, thanks a lot for watching, everybody. Stay tuned for next week's video. Cheers.